sectional championship game at Glenbrook South High School. A packed house as Evanston, the 5 seed, taking on 7 seeded Niles North in this CSL rivalry. Also a family rivalry. Josh Irving for Evanston taking on his cousin Malachi Nix for Niles North. Both those guys would be quiet in the first half of this game though. First quarter was a battle between Michael Henley and Leonard Guerin. First, it's Guerin working the low block, nice left hand. He gets the Wildcats on the board first. Henley responds though for the Vikings. Nix with the dish. Henley, 3-ball, corner pocket is good. Niles North back on top by 1, but Guerin dropped in 6 in the first quarter alone for the Wildcats. 2 more right here with the strong drive to the rack again. Going to the left hand and we're tied up. But back comes Henley. He's going to come up with the steal on the defensive end, and then he's just going to do everything by himself. Goes coast to coast, lays it in. Vikings on top by 6. Henley had 9 points in the first quarter. But Evanston ends that quarter on a big run, and it's capped off by this. Bobby Claiborne with the steal, and as time winding down, he just beats the clock, lays it in. Evanston on top 15-14 after the first quarter. Second quarter now, Lorenzo Dillard going to start to get involved for the Vikings. Big offensive board and putback that puts Niles North back within 1. Then, off the Evanston miss, Nix is going to come up with a loose ball, and he's going to get it ahead to Dillard behind the back, and that's going to go in for the easy lay-in. He scores 12 on the night. Niles North takes a 4-point lead. Dillard, a transfer from Evanston, and the Viking faithful happy to have him on board. And then Henley would cap off a strong first half for the Vikings. You can't see him behind the ref, but trust me, he hit the shot and he got fouled. A 4-point play, the only way you can do it. Henley with 14 of his 17 points in the first half. Niles North up 25-24 heading into the break. Second half, I don't know what Mike Ellis said to his team, but clearly it worked because the third quarter was all Wildcats. First, it's Jordan Parent spotting up for 3. Evanston back on top by 2. Then Guerin down low one more time, dropping in 2 of his 16 points. Evanston up by 4. Then here comes the Josh Irving show. After a quiet first half, this would start a huge second half. Floater is good, plus the foul. Wildcats on top by 7 at that point. And then more from Irving. The drive middle, misses the lay-in, but follows his shot, gets his own board, steps back, hits the 3. Evanston on top by 12. They start the second half on a 17-0 run. Malachi Nix would finally help the Vikings settle down. He drains the step-back 3 to end the third quarter, so Niles North within 9 as we head into the fourth quarter. And then things would start to get a little interesting. Nix trying to take this game over. Nice crossover. Goes to the left hand. He had 7 points in the night. Vikings suddenly back within 7. But Irving would take over from there. Breaking the press with a deep pass, and then pulling up for 3 with 2 men in his face. Irving buries it. Evanston back on top by 14, and then how about this shot? Irving again thinking about it, and he's going to pull the trigger from the corner. 3 more of his game-high 23. Evanston up by 18 at that point, and that would pretty much do it. Evanston rolls to the win, 62-42 over Niles North. Irving's 23 points lead the Wildcats to their first sectional title since 2008.
How's it feel to just keep holding that plaque?
I want to give it away. My arm's getting tired. Nah, but it feels good. I feel like we accomplished something and we going out with a bang.
You were a little slow in the first half. Looked like the nerves were kind of getting the best of you. Second half, it just opened up. What happened there?
I let the game come to me and took my open shots, and I owed it to my team. That's it.
We knew that if we didn't come out hard for the second half, this was going to be our last game. Now, Coach Ellis said that as much as we want to win, we just want to be together tomorrow and have that opportunity to practice. So I think the motivation of being with each other again just sparked our second half.
And our kids didn't want that to be the end of our season, the way the first half played out. So they took it upon themselves. They each made plays throughout that period of time. It wasn't one guy getting hot. I thought our kids did a good job with their execution on offense, inside stuff, outside stuff, free throw line. I thought the balance was very good tonight.
Well, I think, there's part of it was shot selection. I think we took some real quick shots when we didn't need to. And I think some of it, the ball just didn't go through the hoop. I thought we had a great possession to start the second half and missed a layup. We didn't make free throws. We didn't make layups. We didn't make open jump shots. That was very crushing. And like I said, I'm not in no way am I taking anything away from Evanston by saying I thought Evanston played great, but we didn't make shots tonight.
So the Vikings' quest to win 2 straight sectional titles falls 1 game short. Meanwhile, Evanston moves on to super sectional play. They'll take on Chicago Simeon next Tuesday night. At Glenbrook South High School, I'm Nate Doherty for CSLinsider.com.